So I found an issue with the DJI Transmission that makes it incompatible with the Inspire 3, and it's that the transmission will not pass through full video level range, only regular video levels. And the issue is the Inspire 3 outputs full levels, which causes an issue in the image. So if I was to plug in this monitor directly to the Inspire 3, both images will match and it works well. So in this current setup, I have the transmission with a BNC converter. So I have BNC going to a DJI Transmission transmitter, which is right here. The gimbal is doing nothing right now. It's just sitting on here. The gimbal is actually just powering it. The Inspire 3 is over there. And then this is the receiver, and I have it plugged in to this monitor right here, which will properly display it. So what I'm going to show you is that it's not displaying the proper image right now going through the transmission. So if you look carefully at my boot, you can see that there's very little detail in it. Right now the blacks are crushed and the highlights are blown out in this image when it's going through this DJI Transmission. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this monitor directly into the controller, and you're going to notice in my boot that you start seeing a lot more detail in the shadows. So now when you look at my boot, you can see all the details in my boot, my left boot there, that's moving. And now it's displaying the proper image. So I'm not really sure, this appears to be a firmware issue, but I don't understand how the Inspire or how the DJI Transmission can be marketed that it works with the Inspire 3, because right now, for some reason, it has to do with the transmission system will not pass through full levels, which ends up affecting the image and crushing the blacks and blowing out the highlights. You can test this yourself. It doesn't matter on the monitor. It doesn't matter if I was to use an HDMI right from the controller to the transmitter. It still happens. You should be able to reproduce this issue very easily.